Just looking down here at the bottom, we can see our worksheet tabs January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and I see currently through September. There are more worksheet tabs after that, it's just I can't see them right now. So I can scroll over there with using these triangular buttons here. So I'll click on the right triangle and you'll notice that it scooches me over so I can see that I do have worksheet tabs all the way through December, and I can just click on December to activate it, and then I can see the December numbers here. Now I can scroll back over to the left, just click that a couple times, and then I can see January. Now I'm not on January, I actually have to click on January to activate that worksheet tab. Now if you have a little bit older version, if you've got the 2010 version of Excel, you're going to find that you have 4 buttons here. So the first button will end up being to get to the very first of your different worksheet tabs, and then the 4th button, if you have that, it'll shift you all the way to the last worksheet tab, and then you will have the same middle buttons. These will be your 2 middle buttons, but these are the ones that we see here. So we can just kind of scroll back and forth, and then again, if you want to see a tab, you can just click on it one time, and then that will activate that tab, brings that one in front. And just notice how it looks a little bit different as we're doing that. Now, another thing you can do is you can move this divider bar here so that you can see all of the worksheet tabs all at once. And I'm just going to point right on that line divider. So 3 vertical dots that you see here. So I'm going to point right on it. My mouse pointer changes shapes, and then I can go ahead and drag, and I will be able to open that up. Now you'll notice that when I'm doing that, I'm actually making my scroll bar smaller. So that's up to you if you want more room here or if you want more room on your scroll bar. And I'm just going to make just enough room here. That should be good right there. All right, so these are the worksheet tabs, and again, to activate, you just click right on it, and that makes that one active, and the one that's in front, that's the information that you're going to see there. Another thing that you can do here is you can right-click on a worksheet tab, and then when you right-click, you get a shortcut menu of some things that you can do with this structure. You can insert worksheet tabs, you can delete them, you can rename them, you can move them, or even copy them. Let's see, we've got the color, so you can change color. There's hiding, unhide. And then you can also select all of the sheets too if you need to group them together. So these are just a variety of things that we can do, and we'll go through most of them. We're going to just start out with a tab color, and I'll just go ahead and pick one of them. Okay, now it doesn't quite look orange yet, but if I click off of it, you'll see that it is orange. So why do we want to color the worksheet tabs? Well, one, it does draw our eye down here so that we can see that there are other worksheet tabs besides just the one that we're looking at. So that's handy. And then also just for color coordination too, just for organizing. So let's say all of first quarter. All right, so let me just go ahead and do all of first quarter. I want to be orange. Okay, and then maybe all of second quarter, I want a different color. So I'll right click again, grab into my tab color, and then that can give me a different grouping. Okay, and while I'm at it, let me go ahead and finish up these other ones here. Do a little purple. And we'll do green on that fourth quarter there. So it's not necessary to do the color, but it does look nice, and it does help with organizing if you have, you know, different kinds of information. Also, again, it does draw the eye down here, so if other people are using your file, they can see, oh yeah, they've got more tabs down here, and they can move around and click to see all of the different types of data. All right, so that's how you're gonna color that. Next, let's take a look at what happens when you create a new file. Okay, so when I do File and New, let's do a blank workbook. With my version, it gives me one worksheet tab to start with. Now in the older versions, it actually gave us 3. And maybe you want 2 to start with. Okay, so you can change that setting, and you would do that under the Options command. So under File, and then under Options. Okay, and then the category we're going to is just this general category. and right in here. So when creating new workbooks, include this many sheets. So you can decide to change that. Let's say that you're always starting out with 2. You could, or most of the time you're starting with 2 worksheet tabs. You could set that up as your default. And so now every time from this point forward, when you do File New to create that blank new workbook, Excel will give you 2 worksheet tabs to start with. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and bump mine back. So back to File and Options. And then we're in that general category. Under when creating new workbooks, we're just going to bump that back down to 1. Okay, and now again back to File and New. Test that out, and then notice that we're back to 1. So all new files, for my version, I have it turned on to just show 1 worksheet tab. And again, the default is actually 1 for 2013 of Excel, 2016 to 365. It's just if you happen to have the older version, 2010, it does give you 3 to start with, and if you wanted to adjust that, you would be able to do that. Now I don't really need any of these blank files here, so let me just go ahead and close out all of the blank ones. Just a quick file close. Okay, and then I'm right back to my file. So at this point, I want you to go ahead and set up your screen. Go ahead and try activating the worksheet tabs here. You can use your little triangles here to scroll through, and then try out this line divider too, so that you can expand that and move that out a little bit. We'll make some room here because we're going to add some more tabs, and then go ahead and color the worksheet tabs too. So just get right on the worksheet tab, right with the tip of the arrow, do a right click, and then pick out any of the colors there that you want to. So go ahead and work on that for practice, and I'll meet you back in a moment.